Stand by for a transmission from Anonymous.
Citizens of the United States, we are Anonymous. We would like to inform you of some issues that you should be aware of. The United States government has proposed 2 legislative bills that will effectively strip you of your constitutional rights. The first bill is called the National Defense Authorization Act. The provisions in this bill will allow the U.S. government to strip any U.S. citizen of their constitutional rights, as the government will suspect them of terrorist activity. Effectively, if you protest the government, they will treat it as an act of terrorism. From an article in the HuffPost, the 2012 National Defense Authorization Act, if signed into law, will signal the death knell of our constitutional republic and the formal inception of a legalized police state in the United States. Passed by the House on May 26, 2011, H.R. 1540, the Senate version, S. 1867, was passed on December 1, 2011. Now, only one man, the President, a scholar of constitutional law, will make the decision as to whether the Bill of Rights he went to Harvard to study will be superseded by a law that obliviates it. This will be the President's most fateful decision. Ask yourselves, is it justifiable for one man to decide what your rights truly are, in the name of national defense? Also from the article, let's be clear what is at stake. Most critical are sections 1031 and 1032 of the Act, which authorize detaining U.S. citizens indefinitely without charge or trial if deemed necessary by the President. The bill would allow federal officials to take these steps based on suspicions only, without having to demonstrate to any judicial official that there is solid evidence to justify their actions. No reasonable proof will any longer be required for the government to suspend an American citizen's constitutional rights. Detentions can follow mere membership, past or present, in suspected organizations. Government agents would have unchecked authority to arrest, interrogate, and indefinitely detain law-abiding citizens if accused of potentially posing a threat to national security. Further, military personnel anywhere in the world would be authorized to seize U.S. citizens without due process. As Senator Lindsey Graham put it, under this act the U.S. homeland is considered a battlefield. The only reason it is being considered a battlefield, Senator, is because the police are reacting with violence towards the peaceful protesters. Anyone in their right mind can see that. The second legislative bill is the Stop Online Piracy Act. This bill will also remove your rights to freedom of speech, expression, and most of all the right to knowledge and information in the online realm. The Internet is a crucial tool. By passing a bill that allows the government to make Internet service providers block your access to websites that we all gather information from, or have the search engines remove links to these pages, is a direct violation of your right to information. What the U.S. government does not seem to understand is, the Internet does not belong to them. They use it as an essential tool just like the average person. It is not theirs to change regardless of the content online. It is the website's author to keep copywritten material off of the site to begin with. If you have a song or an album that someone else wants, and you want to give it to them, how does the government have the right to tell you that you are not allowed to give it to them? If it belongs to you, and you want to give it away for free, you have the right to give it away. What is next on the government's chopping block? Will it be open source software and freeware? The bottom line is that the government does not have the right to block access to anything on the Internet unless they are the author of the content that they want to block access to, or if the website is participating in the exploitation of children. As for the authors of copywritten material, we are sorry, but if we want to get material for free, we will. There are many ways to get a song or a movie on the Internet, and that is just a fact. If you do not want people to get it unless they buy it, you are in a dream. But the government does not have the right to alter the Internet to serve your wishes. You should have better security. Instead of using taxpayer money to have the government implement a bill that will cost taxpayers $47 million so that you can make $15 per copy. In this message, we urge you to make DVD copies of this video, and distribute them to your local news stations to educate the general public of the horrific atrocities the U.S. government is now posing on its own people. By the passing of these bills, President Obama has taken the U.S. Constitution and flushed it down the drain, making every American a prisoner to fear the government. To the United States government, we are not afraid of you, and we are not going to take that from you. or anyone that tries to revoke the rights of the Constitution from U.S. citizens. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive the revocation of constitutional rights. We do not forget the injustice you inflict upon American citizens. To the United States government, expect us.